Guys, welcome. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Welcome, guys, welcome. I won't keep you guys too long this evening. So we'll go through probably about 40 minutes so you guys can get back to your game. Hopefully, your team wins tonight. All right, welcome, guys. Welcome. All right, we had a lot of selling last week, but recovered with a big update on Friday. All right. So let's take a look at what went on last week. Now, the Dow was up, just a big day up on the Dow Friday. Dow finished up over 1,200 points, guys. So 1,206 points up for the day. NASDAQ was up. Big day for the NASDAQ. 490 up for the day. S&P was up. Russell was up. The VIX came down, right? So the VIX was at 21 and change, and now it's at 17. So the VIX came down, and Bitcoin also had a big bounce, and Bitcoin is now at 70,000. Okay, so Bitcoin, what was the low? I think Bitcoin made a low right at around 63,000. So it was about 7,000 points up for the day. So it's currently at 70,331. All right. All right. So S&P, this is on the 240, and we do not have any buy signals on the 240 except for the Dow. All right. So we do have a buy signal on the Dow on the 240. Okay. No buy signal, and this is important. No buy signal on the S&P. Okay. So on the S&P, on the 240, guys, we do not have a buy signal on the S&P. On the NASDAQ, we don't have a buy signal, all right? So we did get a good amount of buying on Friday on the NASDAQ, but we're still way off the highs, okay? The IWM, we do not have a buy signal. Now, the only index we have a buy signal on the 240 is the Dow. Okay, so we're not calling a buy signal. Okay, so we're still holding to our sell signal. We'll see what happens this week if the buying continue, if we can break these resistance levels on the 240, on the S&P, NASDAQ, and the Russell will call a buy signal. Okay, so even with all of that buying that came in on Friday, guys, we're still not out of the woods yet. All right, with equities. Okay. All right. Again, VIX is at 17, 76 on the daily time frame. All right. So on the daily time frame, also no buy signal on the S&P. Okay. We do not have a buy signal on the NASDAQ. All right, we do have a buy signal, and the NASDAQ looks really good. We have a buy signal, and we are breaking resistance on the Dow. We're at all-time high, so we're at a Dow 50,000, guys. So that's a big number, all right, for the Dow 50,000. Nice break here off, break off resistance there, okay? The Russell is continuing to hold its buy signal. All right, so on the daily time frame, our buy signal is on the Dow and on the Russell. Okay, now we could certainly go ahead and call if we look at the daily time frame. We have two of the four indexes with a buy signal, but there's so much damage that was done last week, guys. We really need to wait on the 240. Let's get some buy signals on the 240, and then we will call it. Okay. This market is still in some trouble, so it could move lower. Currently, in the futures market, the Dow, right, the US 30 Dow, the E-mini is up 106. NASDAQ is up nicely, 165, right? The Russell is slightly up. S&P is slightly up. And the dollar is down right now, okay? Dollar is down. Another major deal there. Okay. As far as the sectors, all right. So tech, the XLK has a sell signal. And pay attention to these sell signals, guys. Healthcare has a sell signal, but we got a green candle here. Green candle here. So if we can break through the resistance here, we might call that again. Okay. Biotech, red candle, and then a green candle. What a crazy reversal. Crazy reversal. All right, on Friday. Okay. Financials, sell signal in financials. Consumer discretionary, big sell signal. Okay, so big sell signal here on consumer discretionary. You guys can see that there. Consumer staples, guys, make a note of that. All right, consumer staples. We're wondering what's going on with Bullmaster. All right, so they're definitely buying consumer staples in Bullmaster. Okay. Materials are looking good. Gold is getting a nice bounce. And we'll take a look at gold and silver this evening. Okay. But basic materials holding firm. Communication services, sell signal there. Energy, guys. Energy is looking good. All right. Energy is moving higher there. Utilities, nothing there. Industrial is making a move here. Okay. Home construction, nothing there. Telecom is making a move there. So healthcare, not doing really well. Tech, you guys see what's going on with tech. Biotech, all right. But consumer staples, right? Big move there in consumer staples. As far as Forex, guys, let's take a look here. Pound yen has a buy signal on the daily time frame, all right. Yen pairs are making a move this evening, okay. So keep an eye on that. Yen, Aussie pairs, Kiwi pairs, dollar pairs, not much going on there. Aussie dollar is holding, right? It's buy signal there. Kiwi pairs, all right. All right. So currently in the Forex market, we've got good amount of volatility on the daily time frame here. So on the daily time frame, good amount of volatility. All right, on the 240, we've got about 55, 60% volatility. We've pulled back a bit. All right, 60-minute time frame, we've got good amount of volatility, about the same as the daily. So 60 looks good. Daily looks good. They've pulled back a bit on the 240. And buyers are coming in here. You guys can see these here. Buyers, Aussie, Kiwi, and Yen pairs. All right. Oh boy, did data come out? So the Yen pairs are turning negative. They were positive. Okay. Aussie and the Kiwi pairs, they're currently up. But right now, Yen pairs, they've a little bit of some selling there. Okay. Let's take a look at current alerts. So this week will be important, guys. Let's see let's see what they're gonna do this week. I would trade lightly this week. Okay, so trade lightly. Sellers, hopefully buyers come in and we have a nice update on tomorrow and then continue into the week. Hopefully that's the case. Aussie Kiwi pairs, they're moving higher here. But the Yen pairs, guys, the Yen pairs are getting a nice bid. Okay, so here are your Aussie and Kiwi pairs. But it's the Yen pairs that's moving up again. So dollar yen, ZAR yen just got a buy signal. SGD. New Zealand yen just got a buy signal on the 240. Euro yen looks good. We sent out a message. We posted that Euro yen guys in Forex dominators looking for another buy signal. Okay, so that's waiting. We'll take a look at that this evening, Forex dominator. Euro yen, a big macro trade is setting up. Okay, we'll take a look at that. All right. But be flexible, guys. This is a crazy market right now. Dollar pairs undecided, right? So some are trying to move higher, shorts. All right. Euro pairs, nothing there. And pound pairs, not much going on there. VIX is at 1776 right there. The max sevens, let's see what's going on. So Tesla has a white candle there. All right, so Tesla has a white candle here, right here, guys. Okay, at 411. So it does have a buy. So that's on the weekly. Hold on, wrong time frame. Hold on. All right, we need the daily. I thought something was strange there. Okay, so Tesla, sell signal, markdown phase. Okay, so same price action there. NVIDIA, let's take a look. Has a sell signal, no buy signal. Okay, so even with all that buying, guys, on Friday, did not change the max sevens too much. All right. This here is Microsoft. Microsoft reached a big support here at 400. Okay, next support on Microsoft is, boy, that's just a low here. Let's call that 355. Take a quick look at the weekly. Big move lower on Microsoft. So next support, around 350. If it breaks through that support, next support is all the way down to 220. Okay, on Microsoft. Microsoft definitely seen some selling there. Okay. Meta. Let's take a look. All right, Meta making lower highs, lower lows, white candles here. So nothing going on there. Struggling to hold that buy signal. Google, let's take a look. It's been doing well. Oh, Google closed its buy signal. That's not good. All right, so it's closed its buy signal. So this ain't trading with Google. Bought here, sold here, bought here, sold here. All right, and should be out now if you're trading on the daily time frame with us. And then Amazon, take a look. Amazon, guys. So with all of that buying that came in on Friday, these stocks are still in trouble. So be careful of buying, getting in. Look at Amazon, guys. Amazon, a buy signal was all the way back here, back in December. Was that December here? And look what it did, guys. Gap down on Thursday, gap down on Friday. The last buy signal came in at 249. It's closed at 210. Okay, and these are the max sevens. These are your leaders. All right, and then Apple. So Apple gave a buy signal. So Apple, not a bad setup here. Apple gave a buy signal, right? A small cup and handle here. Okay, so that's good. That's good for Apple. Let's see if it lasts. And did it recapture that trend line? Oh yeah, so it did recapture that trend line here, and it's moving higher here. Breaking resistance here. Apple looks good. Okay. Top 50 stocks, current stocks, a nice update. Okay, all that green here, lots of green here. So nice update in all the sectors. So basic materials, healthcare, technology. So nice bounce. But again, that's after all of that selling earlier in the week. All right, so we're just getting back to par. Okay, on this market, except for the Dow. Dow broke out. Okay, to the Dow broke out. All right, so big picture, Dow on the daily time frame, guys. The Dow on the daily time frame, nice break here. Okay, so you guys see that here, nice break of resistance right here. So Dow 50,115. That should get some eyeballs on the market. Okay, so media will be talking about this, and hopefully this price action helps the other indexes. Okay, the Dow on the weekly looks good. Dow weekly looks really good there. All right, so we're still bullish overall. Big macro, we are still bullish. Dow on the monthly time frame looks really good as well. Okay, so Dow daily looks good, breaking out, all-time highs, big record number at 50,000 on the Dow. All right, Dow weekly looks good. Dow monthly looks good. S&P. All right, so S&P is still in trouble, guys. We haven't broken through resistance here. All right, if we can break through, now we're getting close. If we can break through here, okay, we should do good. Okay, we should do good. On the US 30, we had a trade. On the S&P when we went live, on the 5-minute, I think we did change it to the 3-minute time frame. Struggled a bit, but then really took off. Amazing trade towards the end of the day there. So great trade there, and we actually got most of a really big candle on the S&P there. Okay. All right, S&P on the weekly time frame, I'm holding firm. Purpose, support, and resistance. Keep an eye on that. All right, monthly time frame here looks really good, guys. Okay, really, really, really good. On the NASDAQ is in some trouble there. Okay, so again, we need the S&P to improve. We need the NASDAQ. Definitely need the NASDAQ to improve. It did recapture the support here. Okay, see all that selling that came in last week there. Okay, breaking support there. All right, so hopefully we get a bounce this week on the daily for the NASDAQ. Weekly looks good. If we get this weekly time frame closing, okay, then that's a major concern. So they're not doing that yet. All right, no red candles on the weekly time frame yet. No sell signals on the weekly time frame yet. All right, but we are paying close attention. NASDAQ on the monthly holding firm. The Russell on the daily time frame, we got a red candle. All right, so that's a sell signal followed by a green candle. So that's good, but we're not, it is holding its buy signal. I guess we'll call it a buy signal on the daily since we've got a green candle. So we recovered nicely there. Let's get it to break through that high there. Now the Russell has been doing well. IWM Russell on the weekly time frame looks good. IWM on the monthly time frame looks good as well. Okay, so again, important thing is let's see what the market does tomorrow, and if they can hold off sellers, and really break through these resistance levels on the NASDAQ and on the S&P, we could see this market move higher. Okay, but we'll let it prove that first. So we'll just wait. Okay, wait to see what the market does. Our stock boss traders, especially our bull master traders, lots of good opportunities. If you're gonna trade it, just follow your process. Okay. QQQ on the weekly holding firm. All right, holding firm, but it is topping here. Purple support and resistance, and we are high in the markup phase, guys. We came all the way down here, 2019, 2020, and we keep moving higher. Okay. QQQ, the short QQQ, nothing there yet. The spiders, same thing, guys. Purple support and resistance, and we're just hanging around here on the weekly time frame on the SPY. And on the diamonds, the Dow, the diamonds, nice continuation here in price on the weekly time frame there. Okay. So big picture, market strong on the big picture, right? We just need the 240 to shapen up a bit, right? So we get the 240 to line up, and then get the daily going. This market can become bullish again. Bitcoin, hold on here. Bitcoin recovered, but guys, still have to be careful with Bitcoin. Okay, so Bitcoin made a low. And you guys know we've had a sell signal. Bitcoin made a low. I don't think it reached 59. What was the low there? Okay, the low was right at 60,000. 60,000 was the low. Okay, it recovered, right? It recovered. So it's back at 70,000. But if you guys look at this, is all red candles, guys. All red candles. It's in the markdown phase. So even with that big up there on Friday, that hasn't changed anything. Okay, we could see sellers come back down. We're going to get rid of this here. Okay, we could see markdown phase, sellers territory, buyers territory, left to right of your chart, and then here from distribution, markdown phase. Okay, so don't be fooled by this price action. We could see Bitcoin come back down and then test that low. The support, next support we have on Bitcoin is 50,000. So 50,000 is right here, and we have to follow our price action. Okay, so 50,000 is right here on Bitcoin. Okay, and then after that, next support level on Bitcoin is 30,000. Okay, so 30,000. All right, so a lot has to happen for Bitcoin to move higher, guys. Okay, Bitcoin will need to consolidate, right? Consolidate, get into that accumulation phase, break resistance, and then get a buy signal. Kind of like what it did here. Okay, like what it did here. Like what it did here. All right, it's still a falling knife. Okay, so like what it did here. It's got a long way to go. Okay, before we could buy Bitcoin. Long way to go. Long way to go there. Okay, so 70,000 there. Bitcoin on the weekly time frame, a lot of damage on the weekly. All right, lots of damage there on the weekly. Struggling to hold a big support again at 70,000 here. 70,000 is a big support here. Okay, so it did recapture that 70,000. However, we'll see what it does. This is the low it made here. Okay, Bitcoin on the monthly, white candle on the monthly there. Okay, gold is shaping up. Gold is improving. We did when gold and silver had that big down day. We talked about how gold was doing much better than silver, and it is. Gold is doing really well. All right, so gold Retrace, a lot of selling came in gold. You guys remember that, right? Lots of selling. And gold recaptured, right? It's recaptured its trend line and the moving average, okay? All right, so gold, and similar to what it did here, made a high, pull back, right? White candles made a high, pull back, white candles. Also here, pull back, white candles, right? Pull back, that's a big one here. White candles, followed by green candles. We never got a sell signal on the daily. Green candles are coming in. All right, Bitcoin is at 50,000. I'm sorry, 5,000. Gold. I've got my mind on the game, guys. So, so 5,000 here, 5,000. But I wanted to get this information to you guys because this week is going to be critical. Okay, very, very important. Okay, but gold looks good. 5,000 on gold here. Now gold is what, only what's that? 400 and change from its high. It's closing high. So it's pretty close. Good price action. Really, really good price action on gold. Monthly holding well on the monthly time frame. Okay. Let's see. Silver on the daily. Now we talked about silver having some problems, right? Very different. This chart with silver looks very different from gold. Okay. So with silver, the SLV, that trade closed. Okay. It actually closed on the SLV. All right. It closed, finished Friday. We have red candles here. Here is your buy signal. Here was your sell signal here. Okay. Here was your high here. So silver has a lot of work to do. Okay. Based on this price action, hold on. So structure, we do not have any structure on silver, right? So in order to improve, silver would need to consolidate somewhere in here, all right, and move higher. It's got a lot of work to do. It has a lot of work to do, okay? You take a look at silver here, and then you take a look at gold. Okay, very different. All right, that's gold, and then this is silver. Okay, and that's what we expected, right? We talked about the damage in silver. Okay, but eventually silver will follow. If gold starts to test the high, right, starts to break out, silver will eventually fix this. Okay. Silver on the monthly, again, struggling to hold, but a big, massive pullback. The problem with silver, if silver gets back down, it's fairly close to its big, I wouldn't call it support now. Let's just call it the high. The previous high was here and here, right? If silver comes down to about 60, 50, that would be dangerous, right? We could see it come all the way back down like it did here. So it really needs to hold. This is on the monthly SLV. Look at gold on the monthly. Very different chart. Okay, so don't assume since gold is doing well, silver is going to recover right now. It has some work to do. It's damaged there. Crude oil. Crude oil is moving higher. Energy, crude oil usually go hand in hand. Crude oil is still within a tight range, all right? But those energy stocks, so stock boss traders, or bull master traders, pay attention to that, to energy. Energy is moving, okay? Energy is moving. Nothing in bonds. Housing. Now, we don't talk about housing a lot, guys. The housing market is not crashing, all right? There might be some pockets, areas of the country But guys, this is construction. This is home builders. And housing is near its all-time highs. It's on the monthly time frame. Okay? So here was the closing price, 117, right? The all-time high, all right, on home builders, 124. We're right there, guys. All right, we are right there. So housing market very, very strong. Dollar, we took a look. Nothing much there. We know what's going on with the dollar. Quick look at our trading systems. Bull Master, let's run it quickly here. And we've seen just some really, 255, guys. Anthony, look at that. 255 in Bull Master. That's a lot, right? That's a lot. We're wondering what's going on with Bull Master. And we found out on Friday that they were indeed buying. We'll see if this continues. So capital goods, basic materials is coming back. So basic materials here. Capital goods, consumer cyclical and non-cyclical. Energy, keep an eye on energy, guys. All right, a lot of energy here. Lots of energy. All right, keep an eye on energy. So we had a big buy. The big buy for, these institutions always rotate, right? So the most depressed market was gold and silver, right? So coming into last year, gold and silver was the buy, all right? So they had made a bottom, all right? And energy also made a bottom. So they bought, all right? So there is a cycle right now with commodities, okay? All right? So Bitcoin made its high, it's coming down, right? The Mag 7s made their high, they're coming down. Okay, the metals hadn't made a high, they just made their high. But energy, keep an eye, energy is perhaps the cheapest market right now to buy. All right, so they're starting to buy energy. Okay, and we can see that there in Bull Master. We haven't had energy, this amount of energy in a long time. Financials, they're buying financials. Healthcare, not a lot of healthcare. So, but tech, they're buying some tech there. But really, basic material, gold, metals, capital good, consumer, cyclical, non-cyclical, and energy. Okay. I want to show you guys this. So in Forex Dominator, we're watching this big trade here in euro yen, and the previous trade did extremely well. All right, for lots of pips. This is on the daily time frame. Keep an eye on, and those of you, we don't have a lot of Forex Dominator traders, but those of you using the system, all right, even if you can trade it, even if you don't have the system, you can trade it on the daily time frame. This is a daily time frame here. We are waiting for a big buy signal. All right. Now you have to keep it on that daily time frame. You can certainly scale up, but we're looking for a big trade here. On the weekly time frame, this is a big move, guys. Look at the move here on the weekly time frame. Okay. So we are waiting for that trade. Euro yen, and you can just, you want to trade it, just put some capital and just let it run. Okay, let it run. We'll start doing that this year with Bull Master. We want to put that system to work. Okay, but that's the best one out of the yen pairs. New Zealand yen already took off in Forex Dominator. Pound yen, also. So pound yen already gave a buy signal. Okay, but I like euro yen. Pound yen is a bit choppy. See pound yen here? A bit choppy here. Euro yen, much better trading here. Okay, But pound yen has a recent buy signal. Swiss yen, look at Swiss yen. Guys, lots of pips. If you can just hold on, hold on. CAD yen should give a buy signal soon. It's breaking out as well. So these yen pairs are breaking out. Now, if the equity markets, if sellers come in heavy, we could see these yen pairs pull back. Okay, so be aware of that. Aussie yen, look at Aussie yen. Really good price action. All yellow support and resistance. All right, looking good there. But too late to get on Aussie yen. That buy signal came in right here. Lots of pips. Okay, lots of pips there. But the yen pairs, Aussie dollar, Aussie New Zealand, so Aussie cat. So we'll start looking, really paying close attention to Forex dominator, guys. We've missing a lot of big trades. New Zealand Swiss, look at New Zealand Swiss setting up here. Okay. New Zealand CAD. All right, very choppy there. Okay. All right. Stock boss. Let's run stock boss. I think we had, what, 20 in stock boss last week, so 47. 47, that's about right. I have no idea what's going on with Bullmaster. So it's 250 is a lot in Bullmaster, guys. All right. Crypto's monster. Be careful going long on the 60-minute time frame. Okay, be careful going long. We could see sellers come in. We have a buy signal here. We're not calling that. Okay, we could move lower, guys. We could move lower. Okay. Okay, so that buy signal here could certainly fail. Okay, so be careful. The SP long, I want to go over this trade here. What a great trade ended up being. I think we started on the 5-minute time frame. So we were on the 5-minute time frame. Where is the, oh yeah, so the 5-minute, all right, so we should have kept it on the 5-minute. So the 5-minute never gave white candles. So the 5-minute did really well. So our entry was here, guys, right here on the 5-minute, and this will be the last one here. And Anthony, look at that, great trade. So it never gave a white candle on the 5, kept it all the way up. All right, the 3-minute time frame is where we got that white candle. All right, but soon after, green buyers came in, green candle, but great trade. And you just never know with these markets, right? So the market had moved in pre-market. It had made a nice move already. A decent move in pre-market. I think that move started at around 3 a.m. Had made a decent buying already, and we're like, there's no way it's gonna give us a good trade. And this candle here, we were looking at this daily candle, and that candle was about right here. We was like, no way, that's the average size of this candle is about this size here. this size here. So we were about right here. And it made it all the way back to the top. You just never know. All right. Just made it all the way. That one candle almost made it all the way back up here. All right. So good trade in there. If you guys stayed in, good job. Okay. Good job. And so we'll see what this market does. We have to just wait and see. Okay. Equities, again, we're still calling a sell signal in equities. Hopefully we get buy-in. We get buyers to come back in this week. Hopefully early in the week. The Dow being at 50,000, that will help. That's a big psychological number. All right. 50,000 on the Dow. Hopefully that helps to bring buyers back in, but we're going to hold off, see what happens. Okay. All right, guys. Thanks for coming. Enjoy the game. Hopefully your team wins tonight, the Super Bowl. All right. Take care. See you guys on Tuesday. Take care. Bye-bye. Thanks for coming.